Hey everyone, it's Melanie from the Mama's Den, and I actually am very, very excited to be out on the road again. So I want to make sure that I see all of you. I've got some live shows coming up. I'll be in the DMV area on August 20th. So, you know, your girl got these children. She got to get back to be a mom, but I am making time for myself. I'm getting back out on the road, and I'm looking forward to singing for all of you. It's been 2 years. Come out and let's enjoy some live music together. I hope I see you there. If you want to know any of the information for the shows, just go to my website, melaniefiona.com. Or you could sign up for my text community or my newsletter, which I send out monthly. And you can get all the updates on merch drops and, of course, tickets for the show.
4 a.m. and my lover won't answer.
Cody will not be there singing, but she will be there singing.
That's why we will be going to your concert to hear you.
We're starting slow today, right? Because we did not come up with a topic.
Ash,
Yes, ma'am.
you go to therapy?
I used to. Well, clearly, I
Like
need
how
to,
long
though.
ago?
Like before I had Asia. I need to go back.
I feel like you should.
Yeah, I
That would
agree.
be the
Yeah, I feel like you should.
4-year-old.
It's been a while.
No, I think it's important.
No, it is.
And having these conversations really allows you to get to like know people better and different. And I just know like you have more kids, you have more things going on your plate. And I feel like you are very self-aware of certain things about yourself, which is really important. But being self-aware and then having to process those things is also really important.
Yeah.
Cause like you're just like, I don't feel anything. Anyways, next subject. I'm like, Ashley, can we unpack why you don't feel anything? Girl. Can I help you? Can we go for a walk? Like what's happening?
I don't know. You know what? This is how I've always been. It's really not healthy. And I know that, but like sometimes I don't even have the time.
You don't, but you
To
have to
deal
make
with
it.
it.
You have to make it. You have to know. But you see, that's the narrative that we tell ourselves that we don't have the time.
Nothing's going to happen.
Right?
I think that's also why I understand that like life is going to continue on. Like, you know what I mean? Like I'll just...
So like I'll say this
I'll
as
just be
somebody
80
who's
years old
been in
and still
therapy
feel the
for
same
many
way.
years, both with my partner and on my own, and and I actually need to get back to individual therapy because it's been a while. I haven't had an individual therapy session since I was like, I don't know, 3 months pregnant with Kaya.
Oh wow.
Now that I have this girl and you have 3 girls and you have just
4.
kids. I just think it's kids in general.
I have 4 girls.
Right?
4, friend.
Right. So, right. Exactly. You got 4 damn girls, but kids in general, just like having another child made me think about the shit that I really haven't actually figured out yet about myself. And like, I feel like if I'd have just stayed with Cameron, I would have just been like with Jared, been like, we're in therapy. Let's work it out, figuring it out. But like now that I have Kaya, I'm just like, you got more work to do, Melanie, because what you're not going to do is be working through that shit on her. And I don't want that. I already see what's ahead of me with her, like the type of relationship I want to have. And I realize that with my daughter, it requires different work that I haven't done on myself more. And
That's the crazy thing about me is that, you know how people like project onto other people? I don't really do that. I just don't be with myself.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
I feel that. Yeah, I'm like super conscious of not projecting.
Yes.
So I just shut down.
There it is.
I'm the same way.
Yeah, it's so bad because I know what kind of relationship I want to have with my daughters. I have that relationship with them. It's me that suffers.
right. But you can't, because if you suffer to a point, then everyone suffers.
But see, they wouldn't. Not with me. I'm not wired that way. I am like a high level compartmentalizer. Like
I understand.
top tier.
I'm married to one. I am married to one too.
Oh, and so then you do.
I know that there's always a moment
You're right.
that shows up, and it may not show up with your kids. It might show up with your husband.
Oh,
It might show up in your work. It might show up in another outlet for yourself. So I'm just saying,
you're
like,
right. No, I need to go. You're right.
It's important.
It is.
It's important.
I 1,000% agree with you. I do need to go. I just need to make the time to make an appointment.
That's hard, but it's you do. That's exactly
you
right.
do.
I don't want to do the work to find the right therapist. That just sounds like another job for me to do.
It kind of is,
feel
but
like
it's the
doing
most
it.
important job. It impacts all of you.
It's worth it.
It's worth it, yeah.
It's worth it.
I say it's worth it.
Yeah, and just not make
very
I'm
worth
sure
it.
you do it. I can't. I'm done.
Chia, are you in there?
I just got back.
Oh, they want you to find me a therapist.
No, we do not. We want you to encourage her to find
No,
herself
they
a therapist.
want you to find me a
we
therapist.
want you to take the kids
You
to
know
the
what I
park
like.
so she can
While
sit on
she's
the
in
computer
therapy.
for an
Exactly.
hour looking for her therapist.
Oh, I'm not doing that.
Jesus, how are you gonna do
Who's
it?
gonna find one?
Ashley,
Ashley is a unique human being. Okay,
She's like,
you are unique, friend.
She is super special.
But you know what's so funny? It's crazy. But I know like every situation is different. Everybody's real personal lives are different.
Yeah.
But I'm telling you, every Capricorn I know acts like this.
No way.
Every single way. It don't matter the January or the December.
You
They're
know,
all-
January is different.
My
No, they're
mom-
different in a
You
way.
ain't
But
putting them
I'm
on
telling
us.
you, every Capricorn I know.
My mom is a Capricorn who is super like woke about feelings and about like she got all the one-liners, you know, like
Ashley.
but she don't go to therapy.
No.
And she knows she needs to.
Because
Yes.
we can therapize ourselves.
Therapize. Stop.
No,
Not
like
therapize.
Capricorns are legit compartmentalizers. Like legit, like I don't have time to feel it. Like when you said it, like
have
if
time.
everyone else is feeling, I can't do that.
No, God, I hate group cries.
No, I'm
Jesus.
telling you, my
She
old
said group
No.
feelings is what she said
Yes,
earlier.
but
Yes.
like, you know what?
If
Everybody
everyone
crying,
else is
I'd be
emotional.
Like, okay, that's too much.
No, because
Reel it
let me
in.
tell you something. And the funny thing is that I remember because my old manager was a Capricorn, and whenever I would be getting like super emotional as a fucking artist as I am, she would always be like, "I can't go down that hole with you because I have to get us out of the hole
Yeah.
to get the resolve."
See?
And I'm just like, "But don't you feel away?"
probably
And she's
went
like,
home
"Of
and
course I
cried.
do, but I don't have time to feel away."
Yeah.
And they're like, "Goddamn Capricorns."
Don't
Wow. Wait, Felicia, as the youngest among us, when did you first go to therapy?
I started to go to therapy probably like 2.5 years ago.
Oh,
Yeah.
I see.
What
Yeah.
made you go? Oh, the
Separating.
postpartum.
Yeah. Well, also separating from their father. I was like, yeah, I can't get through this on my own.
Yeah.
And then,
But you were already mindful before that.
yeah. But I think I was like you. Like I knew I'm very self-aware, and there were certain ways that I thought and certain things that I did that I'm like, I don't really like this, but I need somebody to help me shift my perspective and help me understand why I think like this and kind of like trace it back to the root. So,
That's like the best, the for me, like one of the strongest reasons to go is like I just don't either I don't know what I'm feeling, I need to work through it, or like I don't like how I'm feeling and I don't know why I feel that way, and like
Right.
I just need
But see,
The aha
love
moments.
therapy.
I
It's
can
like,
identify.
oh.
I can identify all of my feelings. I would really need to find someone who can give me tools.
yeah.
The tools.
But you know what though? The things that I need, I'm fully aware of what I need. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I express my feelings. I think that's the other thing.
You do.
I express my feelings, I have them, and I move on very quickly. I don't like hold back.
You don't dwell, yeah.
No, if I'm hungry, I say I'm hungry. If I'm sad, I say I'm sad. If I'm uncomfortable, I don't like hold in my feelings. So I also feel like therapy is super important. Me and Chia went, and I feel like it saved our relationship. But for me individually, I feel like me and Chia need to go back because our life has changed so much. You know what I mean? Like we need to relearn how to communicate, I think.
but don't you think that starts with yourself?
Yes.
And then you guys come together, and then it.
Yes and no. Like it's more about, hey, you need to go.
This is how it always is. I truly believe in
wants you to hear it
individual.
later.
I already told Chia. Chia need to go to therapy, honey. Okay, he got some mom issues.
Okay,
and
but
I think that
we're talking about you.
No, but listen, do I need to go to therapy? Not necessarily. I think we need to go to relationship therapy, and then I need real life help, like a nanny and a manager and an assistant. Like those are the things that would take away from my stress.
you could get an assistant who's
I-
also a nanny.
that whatever, but like I can identify my stress also because I have such an open relationship with both of my parents. Like the things that bother me and the things from my childhood that are like, you know, come up, I call my parents and I talk to them about them. I talk to my dad like, you gave me issues from not like physically being around a whole lot, and we talk about that and his relationship with my mother and how that affected me and my relationship with men. And so I can like have this therapy in real life with the people because I'm not afraid to talk to them and address those issues. Also, there's a sense of understanding, like the biggest things are like grief with my sister, right? But I have a understanding that that's never going to go away. So like, I don't really need to keep talking about that shit. You know what I mean? I think it comes up, I cry, I'm sad, and then I move forward. I think the things that I struggle with the most in my life are, like I said, how much me and Chia's relationship has changed. And I think that we need help communicating sometimes, mostly because he just don't listen. He needs somebody to tell him to listen to me. That's all.
Is that right?
I
think you tell him. I think you tell him to listen to you.
is crazy.
I would just like to say for the record, I don't know if we're recording, that everyone needs therapy.
Yes.
Thank you.
I said we need it together.
No,
Look,
everyone.
she did it again. Oh my gosh, she's such a Capricorn.
Everyone needs therapy individually.
Everyone can
You're right.
benefit.
I do need it to learn
Everyone
how to deal
can
with everybody
benefit.
else.
Everyone can benefit. Yes.
Because what we've also heard you say, and I feel you on a lot of
Oh,
like,
is this an Ashley session?
it's
All
an
right.
Ashley session.
Well,
Ashley therapy session.
right now. She just I want to go.
I feel you on a lot of it. Like even like with the grief, I completely relate, and you just like have to move through it because you know it's forever.
Yeah.
But we've all heard you say multiple times today and every day that you feel something and then you push it down,
Yeah.
so that you can get through whatever you have to get through.
Survival
and
mechanisms.
ultimately that
Yeah.
stuff lives in your body.
Yeah, that's probably why I
Yes.
can't lose weight.
There you
For
go.
real,
Go to
that's
therapy.
real.
Shut
That's
up.
real.
We're not
That's
talking
real.
about
Let her
losing
have
weight
it,
right now.
though.
But you
No.
just had a baby 3 days ago.
Give
Stop
her-
it.
give her
No,
some
but
stress.
It's very real though.
No,
it is.
stress.
It is.
possible.
She like
It's
to stop.
possible.
Because
Yeah, but
I googled
also-
like why is it hard to lose weight when you're breastfeeding? And it was talking about women holding on to stress, whether it be not sleeping, relationship.
Not losing the weight.
Yeah. And you hold on because the stress.
100%.
Yeah.
But there's also another side where you can get extremely depressed and get super thin. So
That
what's
has
the difference?
never happened to me, Lord
Me,
Jesus.
my whole
Girl,
life.
I've been like,
until
I wish.
I didn't realize until I looked back at pictures and I was like, oh my gosh, I've been underweight probably my whole entire life because when I would be stressed, I wouldn't eat and I was so tiny. So then
You were really
when I got
tiny.
happy,
You were
I
really
was
tiny.
like,
You was posting those old
Yeah.
pictures of you with the kids and like when the beginning of Mindful Feed, and I was like, whoa,
so tiny.
You were really thin. Yeah.
But I remember when I think back at that time, I was suppressing a lot, didn't have my therapist.
Yeah.
Just like I was so sad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then when I got healthy, I was like, oh damn, I got a little booty back there.
Yeah,
girl.
you look good.
You look thick. I'm like,
good.
yeah, I'm like, and I feel
happy weight.
healthy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, oh, happy weight and sad weight is a real thing.
Yes.
Yeah, for sure.
But that being
Okay, I'm gonna go,
said-
guys.
that being
Okay,
said,
I'll go.
Oh wait,
It's so good for you.
We just
So
she
this
just said
is
she's gonna go to therapy.
I heard that. I was just about to say yes.
She
This
just
is
said she
great.
was happy. Shit, I want to feel like that. I
Yeah,
have a
no,
body.
but okay, so this was my thing when I was trying to find a therapist. I went through like 5 therapists
See?
and I gave them a chance. But when I found my therapist that I have now, I love her so much because she can outsmart me. I
That's the
naturally,
key.
we're all
Okay.
very smart and
Right.
we're all very self aware, and I can find a lot of the tools on my own. So I needed somebody that can look at the back door. Like if I'm trying to escape from this house, right? And I'm like, I know there's a door over here, there's a door over here, door over here. I'm like, I already have all my bases covered. She's like, yeah, but you forgot about the attic. I'm like, damn. She like, so let's go explore what that is. I didn't think
Yeah.
about that. Anytime I try to find a back door or like I tell her I know all the angles, she like, nah, but you can look right there. And it's literally something right in
well,
front
let
of
me
me.
give me your therapist phone number. Maybe
I
our
can
therapist-
definitely ask her.
Can
She
you do that?
is
Can you
the
share
bomb.
therapists with people?
Sort of. You
No?
shouldn't.
Is that
But,
inappropriate?
I mean, it just depends. It just
Depends, yeah.
I
Crystal
had
said
a-
no.
I had
How close
a
we are.
therapist that
She
was.
said, "Don't share your therapist."
Well, what I have is a list of LA-based Black female therapists.
Okay.
that I
Share
just
that.
keep, and I share that list with people.
Share that.
Oh,
And
yeah.
I took mine off of it, and I just share that.
That's what I do too.
I left her on at
But
first.
this what I do
on,
too.
Like, if they
Smart.
don't know, and
Okay.
I don't know, and she don't know,
Yeah.
then it's fine. But I
Yeah.
took her off.
Okay, fair.
I have a couple I can refer you to too.
Okay, yeah, just send them on
I need
over.
a new one as well.
Really? You to me don't need therapy, but maybe that's because you go to therapy. I guess.
No, I do
don't
need therapy.
know.
I did try a few different therapists when I was looking for a new individual therapist, and all of them, again, like I was just like, I'm smarter than you.
You outsmart
See,
them.
that's what
smarter
I'm
than
saying.
you.
You're like a
and,
therapist.
and I'm just like, because I know a lot, and so it's like,
Yeah.
I want somebody who literally is gonna. I don't want somebody to be like, well, you have to make self care for yourself. I know that.
Or
I
used to
know
hate-
that.
used
I
to
want you
hate-
to tell me why I got these issues with my mom and my husband.
yeah.
Talk to me,
Yeah,
like,
and how
tell
to
me
change
and how
it.
to change
Yeah.
it.
It
Like,
used to be like, I am so inspired by you. I'm like, girl, so what am I paying you for?
Right.
I'm
What
like,
am I paying you for? Pay me, please.
I'm like, no, you can't. I can't keep doing this.
Can I
costs
get
a
a,
lot
can I
of
get a
money.
T-shirt at the end of the session? Like,
Yeah, I'm like,
bye.
hello.
man,
You start telling me stuff that I posted. Well, on your Instagram, I'm like, girl.
Somebody's therapist. You gotta make those shirts next.
You know that.
Somebody's
they are.
therapist. I like that.
know they
though.
are.
I'm gonna get one because
therapist.
I'm everybody's therapist. See, maybe that's the thing too. I'll be so drained from talking. All my friends call me with their problems. I don't even want to deal with my own. Like I don't want to talk
This
no
is why
more.
you need a
Your
therapist.
opportunity.
And this is why you need a
yes.
therapist.
I don't want to talk though. It's
No, I
like
feel
you ever
you.
get tired of talking?
But I think okay, so with my therapist, I don't get tired of talking to her because it's so like, she fills me up so much and always gives me like, oh, look at this video, read this book. She puts me
Yeah,
up on so
okay,
much
that's
game
what I need.
to where I literally walk away. I feel so inspired,
Yeah,
and she
okay.
helps me to really see so many blind spots in my life that I
blind spots.
didn't even know that that were there. I thought that I was just like, oh, okay, I'm being a good person. But she like, wait, but I need you to like really understand why you're being like that, you know?
Okay, I need that.
Girl.
I'm going to go to therapy.
It's just the right therapist. It's just the
On the
right
record,
one.
I like it, Ashley.
Don't be mad when I come back. I'm going to be even more.
Accountability.
I'm going to be Capricorn out. A healed Capricorn.
Healed Capricorn is a problem.
Right.
It's a real
That'll be
thing.
your book title.
It's a real
Healed
thing.
Capricorn.
I'm running for president. Like, okay, actually.
You know what, y'all? I'm enlightened. I'm like, never mind. Go back.
So funny.
It's not what we meant.
Oh, okay. Well, this is your message from Ashley Chia to go to therapy.
Ooh,
How do we feel about
look at
children
her
in therapy?
owning
Oh,
it.
absolutely.
Oh, I believe in it. But I haven't
You
done
were
it yet.
so quick to say it.
I haven't
I
done
think
it either.
therapy
She
is
was.
so good for people. I told you. Why? I would never anti-therapy. I have been to therapy.
If
Why?
we have to make a list of
I
the
said-
reasons,
I
like
said
the,
what I
the
said.
core reason you were opposed, it was time, maybe?
I'm saying this, and it's going to sound crazy unless there's other people like me out there. I know there are. I get tired of talking. Like,
Right.
I just don't feel like it. Even with Chia, he will want to talk to me about my feelings, and I don't feel like it. Sometimes it's exhausting
Yeah.
because I have kids and I have to use so much patience with them and talk to them. And my friends really do like call me, talk to me about their problems, and I don't mind. I just don't feel like talking. And that's it. Really, like the thought of going and sitting down and having to be like, that makes me exhausted.
But you know what happens
What?
is that you do that and then you reprioritize. You might not take that call from me. I see how it is, Ashley.
No, I
I'm
love
just kidding.
talking
I'm
to
just
you.
kidding.
Oh,
but
not
you might
you,
not.
no.
You might not give as much because you're giving it
right.
to yourself, and that's okay.
But that's the other thing. When I talk to you, when I talk to Melanie, when I talk to Felicia, when I talk to certain people, it is my homegirl Kelly. It's very much a give and take.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like we can dump on each
But that's
other.
what I mean.
walk
You
away
might need to
feeling
set some boundaries
inspired.
where it isn't.
Well, I'm only able to talk to the 4 or 5 of y'all then. Jesus. And and Nalo.
It is
I
what
talk
it
to
is.
Nalo every day. But like other than that, it's like, I feel drained by other people because I don't feel like I get the same thing that I give to them.
Well,
you know what
there
I
are
mean?
energy
important.
Yeah.
chargers and there are energy vampires.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
And I don't think they mean it. But I even told
they
my
just
mom
don't
that.
know.
Yeah, they
I told
literally
my
don't
mom,
know.
I was like, you know what? When my sister died, I feel like I had to become like the emotional parent. And a lot of our conversations were centered around me making sure that she was okay. And that I don't always feel comfortable dumping on her because she deals with everything. And then she talks to my little brother and, like they talk every day. And she's like momming him to the point where I feel like she doesn't have time to mom me. And she never said that. But a lot of her best friends are passing away right now. And her mom died. And like, I just felt like she had a lot of loss. And I'm always worried about her. So now I told her that yesterday, like sometimes I just want to be mothered. I have young children. Like I still need a mom. You know what I mean? I still want to just unload on you, but I feel bad doing that because you have so much going on. And I think that just makes me retreat. She said she was like, I'm sorry that you feel that way. I'm always here for you. And I don't want you to feel that way. And I never intended. She's said that you've always been this way, Ashley. You've always been like a little mom and you've never asked for anything from anyone and you always help people. And I think that people forget to help you.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've never been an emotional, needy child in that way. I've always been like, I'll take care of it. I'll do it. I got it. Like just want everybody else to be good. So it's just not even, I think, natural for me to seek help. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I totally understand.
Well, but you deserve it. You deserve to be able to share with someone, with any of us, of course, but with someone who's there for you,
Right.
specifically.
i.e. a therapist.
I'm gonna go.
And we are proud of you for agreeing here multiple times. She has said now
Yeah.
that she will find.
No, Chia will find me a therapist and I'm gonna go.
But yeah, but the kids. We talked about the kids in therapy.
Oh, yes, absolutely. You know what, my friends, this is what I became an advocate for. My friends have like a, what's it called?
Circle time? Like a
When you
network?
both have kids and you come together and get
Blended
married.
families?
Thank you. They have a blended marriage. And
I was like, dinner?
no, and they told me that they were like, because we have that, they decided they have 3 kids that are similar age. They got all 3 of the older kids a therapist because kids are coming in and out. Like, 1 week these kids are with their parents, blah, blah. And there's one kid who stays permanently in the home. And so it's like, a lot and could be feelings and thoughts. And they said that it has changed their household dramatically and their teens dramatically. Like them having their own person that they can talk to about like their changes and their teen feelings, and no one was doing anything like self-harming or anything. They just were like, this is a lot of change and we should have you guys all talk to somebody. And I was like, yo, I never thought about just getting your kid a therapist to help them through their teenage years.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's so dope. And I'm going to do, and Amira was like, I would love to go talk to somebody.
Yes.
Or through any years, girl.
Yeah.
I have a friend who's 7-year-old, I think she's 7, has a therapist. And it started from when my friend got divorced from her dad.
Okay, that makes sense.
But like, it was a way for her daughter to like talk for, I don't want to say her name, even though she said it on my friend Mel, and she said it out loud. She said it on my podcast.
Okay.
But for Mel to also be aware, to have another trained adult who's like listening to her daughter and can get things out of her, but also just share with her mom.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah, I think
That makes sense.
I think that's like super important because your children should have someone to where they feel like is their own, because like your kids are still your kids. They love you. They don't want to hurt your feelings. They're considerate. They like they don't want to get in trouble for saying certain things.
Yeah.
So a safe space for them to be able to just just get out, say whatever they want to say.
Yeah.
I think is really important. And I mean, I definitely for sure could have benefited from that as a kid, but I mean, talking to my parents about therapy now is just like, wow, you go to therapy? So I know as a kid, they weren't even aware that was a thing that kids could do. It only came from trauma that you felt like a kid needed or deserved therapy.
Yeah.
But like therapy to me is maintenance.
Lifestyle.
Yeah.
Like it's a lifestyle, and it's the way that it's like what guidance counselors were in school.
Yeah,
you got to go,
right.
if you get to go there if you were having a crisis. But like every kid should just have access to a guidance counselor or a therapist whenever they want to.
Yeah.
I think it's important. Like I always say that therapy is like maintenance for a car. It's not repair. And so if you use it as maintenance, then your car goes further.
Yeah.
And so, rather than just like, oh, wait, we crashed the car and now we got to get it fixed.
Like, don't wait until the tires are bald.
Exactly.
Like, it's a maintenance thing. Like, always keeping your eye on it.
I just want to be clear that I have gone to therapy.
Yes,
I was not anti-therapy.
We hear you.
Okay,
We
I was
hear
not
you.
anti-therapy. I'm pro-therapy. It's so important. I'm just saying.
I wasn't.
totally
that wasn't at
deserve
you.
that.
It was at all the mamas.
I'm like
because we
visualizing
carry a lot.
You
Talking to
like
somebody?
in therapy and just being like, it's all about me. I'm like, you need that. You
That'd be
totally
so
need
weird.
that. That would be perfect.
I'm just visualizing a lot of our conversations. It's all about me.
It's all about
Girl,
me.
everywhere we go.
all about me.
Yes.
Forget about you. So what you
I feel like therapy needs to be in the song somewhere.
Take your ass to therapy. Therapy.
Good way. See? Y'all got to write our things.
That's the mama's day.
He will.